Hello, I'm Denise White of the Deltona Chamber of Commerce, and I'm here today with Eldine Marchbank, the president of the Deltona Women's Club. Eldine, can you tell me a little bit about your organization?
Well, Denise, the Deltona Women's Club was an organization founded here in Deltona, 1965. It primarily started with retired women. We are a part of the Florida Federations of Women Clubs, which is also part of General Federations of Women's Club. We're really one of the oldest women's organizations in the nation. And the thing this was started on is to make contributions to our community. So this is a community-based organization. And what we're trying to do is to get out there, let the community know we're here, because we're all about charity. We're a service organization. And we do support charities, and we also individually here, we give 2 scholarships a year to 2 high school students, resident of Deltona area, going on to college to further their education. We also support the abuse centers for children and women in the Volusia area. We have the Deltona Community Life Center here who we support. We participate in the Canine Companions program that is training CNI dogs for medically, physically or mentally handicapped folks. We participate in the Adaptomanity program here in Volusia. We support the Pregnancy Center, Hobie Ranch, Boys Anchor House. So it's not really, we're not focusing totally on women. We used to in the Boys Anchor House. And Hobie is an organization that helps youths with leadership skills. So we support that too. This past year, the Florida Federation president took on Heifer International as an organization which the entire Florida Federation will help. And Heifer International their mantra is to stop hunger throughout the world, Africa, Asia, and here in the United States. So we do support that. We also support Angel Flights, which is an organization of all volunteer folks who own their own planes, who volunteer to take critically ill patients to hospitals throughout the nation for organ transplant. So we do a lot where that is concerned. For us here, we are trying to work in the community and trying to be known in the community, and want to work along with other community organizations to know we are here for the benefit and the growth of this community.
Well, we appreciate your organization helping our new chamber as you've allowed us to use your facilities for our general meetings. And I was surprised at how easy it was to join and to learn a little bit about your organization. Why don't you let everyone know how you can join?
Okay, to become a member of the Deltona Women's Organization, of course you gotta be a woman. Nothing against men. But you must reside within Deltona or neighboring cities. Because there are other chapters. The DeLand has a chapter, Orange City has a chapter. So for people in Enterprise or the Barry, you're welcome. We even have a member who do live in DeLand. We have a couple of members from DeLand area. The initial cost is $60, and this is how we break it down. $30 of that stays here in Deltona. $20 goes to the Federation for dues per capita per person, and $10 is the initiation fee. We call it that for paperwork and everything else. And when you join, there will be an orientation session that could be held at the time you bring your application in, or at a time when the second vice president, who is also the chairman of recruiting and retention and membership, that person will do an orientation session with you. We're trying to do it at the client's, availability, so that we don't want to stick to saying, okay, 1 orientation a year, whatever is feasible for you. We do meet, and that's a difficulty for a lot of members. We do meet because on the second Thursday of each month, and at noon time, and that's a lunchtime meeting. That seems to be difficult for most of us women who are working these days because, it takes 2 or more income to run the household now. So we're hoping in the future, if we do recruit working women, that we could at least go to an evening meeting. So for working women out there, don't be deterred by that. Call us. We could get you into the fold, get your application going, and then when we have enough working women, we've switched to an evening and late afternoon meeting to accommodate your working hours.
So if I was interested in joining, I could just show up on the second Tuesday of the month at noon and attend one of your lunches?
Yes, you can. And when you show up, don't feel that you have to be invited personally by someone.
Okay.
You show up at the door and you say, I've heard about the Deltona Women's Club. I'm here to see what your meeting is about and what you are about. And we have 2 women who you would be greeted with at this very spot, who would write your name on a badge, ask you to sign into the book as a visitor. We would introduce you at the meeting. We would ask you to say who you are, and if somebody really invited you, that person would also say, who you are and how they have known you. And we try to make you as comfortable as possible. You sit through a meeting, you listen to what's going on, and see if that's something you're interested in, participate.
Well, I've enjoyed coming to a lot of your events, like the fashion show that you have, and I know that you guys have an event coming up that I love, especially as a working woman, where I have a chance to come by and get all of my holiday things for the holidays. Why don't you tell me about your event coming up?
Our Autumn Bazaar this year takes place October 23rd and 24th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And those dates were changed from 1 day to 2 days as of last year. I have a wonderful person who's chairing that, Susie Cobley. She is very good with organizational skills, and she has a team. As a matter of fact, we have some women here now who are doing crafts and other stuff for that day. Why don't we go take a look and see the women in action?
I'd love to.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Here we have some women in action. We're making bags to put our soups in, and if you notice, they have DWC print embroidered on them by some wonderful lady. I don't know who that is. And here we have Myrna Ladow, who is in charge of arts and crafts, and she'd be helping Susie on that day with our table. She'd be the person in charge of that. And we have a man in our midst, and we call him our auxiliary person, Robert. We have the assistant treasurer here, who is Lunita Cleveland, and standing on the side over there, who's trying to get away, is Betty McCormick, who is in charge of housing. And then we have Betty Whitmore, and Lucy Hatley, Marilyn Ivester in the blue, and Betty Farrell. We have Betty's and Jean's, So this is what we do on Mondays. We try to get a craft group together, prepare stuff, and get it all ready for our table in the Autumn Bazaar. On Thursdays, the 3rd Thursdays of the month, we have a game afternoon going, and in charge of that is Betty Farrell, sitting here. And what we're trying to do is to get women and men, people in the community, to come out, realize we are here, participate in what we have, have a good social time, and maybe from that we can get some more members.